Today's topic is not something that I'm excited about. It is something that I live every single day. Traveling to multiple countries, being part of hundreds of conversations and meeting some of the most ambitious business leaders, one thing is very clear, that we are in the middle of a major shift. And this shift is not about tactics and technology. It is about moving from intuition to intelligence. AI is throwing a new playbook on all of us. And it is not only about business, but it is about how we think, plan, and grow. My name is Naveen Raina. I head the customer business for LinkedIn for Sales in Asia. And I'm really excited to discuss this topic with Mr. Cho, who heads the digital experience for LG Electronics globally. Welcome, Mr. Cho. How are you feeling today?
I'm feel pretty good. So I'm ready for sharing our AX story with you.
Amazing. So before we go to AX story, I travel to Korea very often.
Oh, really?
And Seoul is one of my favorite places. If I have to go and eat something of your choice, what would that be?
I enjoy kimbap
Okay.
because it's most efficient food for me while working.
So it's a working lunch for you,
Yeah.
clearly. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Fantastic. Okay, let's talk about Microsoft's work report 2025. And what came out in that report was organizations that are leveraging AI effectively are seeing 10% increase in productivity on revenue and their bottom line.
Okay.
You've been driving digital transformation for LG Electronics since 2019, so 6 years journey that you've spent.
Yes.
How does that fit into LG's bigger vision
Yeah.
of innovation and AI capabilities?
I need to start with our overall business strategy.
Sure.
So for the last decades, we are transitioning into very simple business model to the very diversified one in several layers.
Gotcha.
On the top layer, so we have been reshaping our business portfolio. So from very traditional B2C business, selling our consumer electronics and home appliances to end customers. In recent years, we expanding our business into B2B area. So for example, such as vehicle solutions, providing our vehicle automotive component to car makers, and also eco solutions, including HVAC for building and facilities, most recently including AI data center cooling system as well.
Wow. Okay.
So based on that expansion as of 2025, so the revenue from B2B already account for 35% of our total global sales.
Wow.
The second layer is about the business model, which means that traditionally we sell our product. We call us manufacturer. So, but most recently, our revenue is generated from the services and solution on top of the individual device. For a good example, so we have a WebOS smart TV platform generating a very meaningful revenue for now, mainly from advertisement and providing entertainment via TV screen. Final layer is about diversified channel. We really heavily relied on the B2B2C channels, selling consumer electronics as retailers. But nowadays, we're expanding direct to customer. We call it D2C channels, like LGE.com as an online brand shop. So it's kind of growing a lot in most recent years. We are on the heavy transitioning and the business models. So it requires our employees and new capabilities required to get into the new area. So further until 2030, so according to our strategy, we need to get on the next level.
Wow.
So we need to keep this phase of growth. So to be there, so CEO and our company is under reinventing our organization's efficiency, the leveraging DX and AX initiatives. So that's kind of fundamental reinventing, I say. So we aim doubling up our overall productivity across all the kind of enterprise
Okay.
It's not only about operational goals, but also our full commitment to shaping future of our work.
Wow. Let me unpack this. You spoke about you as an organization moving from B2C to B2B, and
Yes.
now B2B is contributing 35% of the revenue. That's a
already.
huge shift. You spoke about moving from consumer-based business to more digital business, where you've started your own D2C organization where people can just go directly and buy LG products and services.
Yeah.
And you also spoke about the enterprise services that you're getting in, right from cooling to data center, and data center is huge business opportunity. You also spoke about productivity, and you're talking about a massive shift in productivity. These are major shifts for an organization which has been pure consumer to now, I don't know if I can call it like a tech-led business organization, which is in the forefront of a lot of opportunities that you kind of feel. I just want to lead into another very interesting shift that has happened. Harness.ai is an organization which looks at skills and change in skills. By 2030, they say that 70% of the skills of people, employees that are working, would completely shift.
Yes.
And there would be a massive transition in that, purely
I
because
think
of
so.
how Gen AI is going to play the role. So I'm just curious, like from a DX and AX perspective, how are you looking at it from an employee capability building perspective? And what are the examples of how you're looking at increasing the productivity of your
Okay.
employees using AI?
Yeah, I think it's most critical question at this moment. So we experience a lot different era compared to 2 years ago. So I was leading digital transformation for 5 years here.
Yes.
So at the moment, one of my focus is building capability.
Okay.
Within our organization. So training our people about the data management and the data analysis and getting some insight from there. But in the era of AI, some technology like AI agent, really easy to handle data. Analyzing data is almost done automatically. The capability we built is somewhat low ROI at this moment. You have to be very agile. So in adapting new technology, so our next kind of aspiration is further growth. Our previous business plan was hiring a lot of people for data management and data analysis globally, like hundreds of people. But by digging into or adapting this AX opportunity, so I think we can avoid this additional investment going forward, which means that our organization can be more lean, more agile.
100%. I think most of the organizations are talking about how to become more agile. Just a follow-up question on that. While agility and efficiency are critical in this business, is there something that LGE is doing to empower its employees and helping them use Gen AI and new that you want to share on that?
Yeah, it's the most important thing in my opinion. So transformation is transformation. I think in this complex organization like LGE, we operate our business over kind of 80 countries. And kind of in the product line, it's hundreds of that. So we need to tightly manage whatever change to be happen. So that should be combined to top down and bottom up endeavor as a harmony.
Gotcha. No, 100%. Couldn't have agreed more with you, Mr. Cho, because even at LinkedIn, we talk about both leaders need to lead from the front because this is a massive shift that's happening. And then you need bottoms up where people need to be empowered to use Gen AI to build capabilities and productivity in their own small domains. So really appreciate what you kind of shared with me. One of the things that we see looking at LinkedIn data is there would be two functions which would get impacted with Gen AI massively. One is around engineering, as you kind of called out as well. The other one is customer-facing roles, sales and marketing. That is getting disrupted with AI and all the new tools that we see. How are you playing this on the sales and marketing side? And are there initiatives that from a DX and AX perspective that you're bringing in market?
When we just started the DX journey 5 to 6 years ago, so we started from there because The LG group-wise, the core of business is customer value. LG Electronics has a lot of kind of a variety of customer touch point, global footprint, and also we have some digital touch point like LGE.com. So from that the touch point, we gather some valuable customer data, like purchasing data, and also some personal information as well. And also we have IoT platform. We call it ThinQ, smart home application. So the user can control, monitor home appliances remotely, and then get some smart home services through that application. And the huge data come from that as well. And also WebOS TV, very precious video data is coming in real time to us. So we have massive customer base. 700 million customers have their appliance in their home live. And also among them, 200 million is registered as our member. So they are providing the kinds of data to us in real time. Paper situation 5 years ago is that each data from each route is really differently managed by different organization. So even though we have a lot of data, so no one was able to have a full picture for a single customer. So that was really critical pain point at the moment. So we started building a new data foundation for customer base, aggregating everything into one, and then consolidating into one database. So to generate a platform we called Customer 360, combining everything I mentioned. And also it provides some single point of view, clear dashboard about the detailed customers' voices and the behaviors, and also unmet needs from the analysis. So that really longer journey than we initially anticipated. It took several years after building some foundation. So we observed acceleration a lot. So for the 2 to 3 years, so more than 1,000 data analysts and leveraging the data on the field projects. Some of them is for sales and marketing, and some of that for new product planning, and then direct to customer handling in the service center. In this area, again, getting into the AI era, so we need to be more efficient. So we are on the piloting a agent, so-called data science AI agent. So through that agent, anyone in our organization can get instant customer insight without any data analysis effort, just by prompting via this chatbot-based interfaces. By doing so, the people here is really avoiding any nitty-gritty jobs, just focusing on core values as a sales and marketing, visiting some more customers, and also closing this as many as possible. I think that's the main changes we are targeting right now.
That is massive. Like being a business leader, I can understand how much value it can unlock for sales and marketing if they can just prompt and get a response rather than going to different systems. But one thing that, Mr. Cho, that caught my attention, what you shared was you have so many touch points. Like you, as an organization, you're omnichannel, you're everywhere. And what you did was you foundationally re-looked at what the layer of transaction would look like, build a different data lake, get all the data points at one place. But one of the most important things when you shared in this is the amount of information that you already have, which drives Customer 360. Along with that, there are multiple platforms which complements, and platforms like LinkedIn and LinkedIn Sales Navigator, which your team's internally using it. How do you see these complementing to the data points that you have versus some of these complementary data points that you get LinkedIn and other platforms that you have?
We have data internally because we operate our business more than 70 years.
Yes.
B2B relatively short, but 20 years. So we did believe we have enough data, but in reality, so when the data go to field, the field says people kind of got to realize that it's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so data-wise, so we already use the LinkedIn Sales Navigator on the field. More than 200 people for B2B sales on daily basis, they use your solutions. But the one of the beauty of the Sales Navigator is 1 billion customer base with very specific contact points. There was some reluctance whenever we introduced that new kind of solution. But once they experienced it, became the fan in terms of recruiting new customers we haven't served yet, and then get clear contact immediately they can reach out to. In the transformation for AX, our main policy, basic principle is leveraging outside solution as well, because this AI core technology is driven by outside.
Yeah.
So as a single company, even though it's really big, cannot build everything internally. Fully leveraging whatever already proven solution is most efficient and clever way. Sales Navigator. And our situation, we need to do some more. As I shared before, our aspiration is full transformation. If we can collaborate, make some seamless connection between recruiting side to the kind of implementation side, like content generation and the discussion about the price line, and also the interaction with customers about the RFQ and proposals, deal closing. That should be really connecting to each other, to data flow, to our people interacting or connecting by themselves between two systems.
Couldn't agree more. And at LinkedIn, that's what we're trying to drive. Being part of Microsoft as an organization, it allows us to have a bigger portfolio of technology that we can feed into LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And you're going to see a lot of new stuff that we're going to do on Gen AI, and is to drive the complete life cycle. So fully aligned. I think we can do a lot more together. And we've always appreciated LG's vision to drive customer experience at core of every action that LG takes across. Just a last question as we end. You spoke about data, and data is the foundation of any Gen AI transformation project that companies have to take. If you have to suggest any organization that possibly, or someone who's watching this conversation that we have, how should organization think about starting their internal transformation, especially keeping data in the center of it?
So just remind what was our journey for the last 5 to 6 years. I started with kind of from the strategy building from our side. So my first mission from my previous CEO was defining DX.
Okay.
So which means that I think you can sense about the kind of atmosphere there. So nobody really believed fully about the DX value at the moment. So I spent 1 year to prove its business opportunities real from DX in terms of productivity gain. So I couldn't invest much or enoughly about the data readiness at the moment. Just starting with the use cases, focusing on the purchasing, saving material cost, something like that, and proved that this is real. Then we get into the data issues. So, but at this AI era, it's too slow. So I think whatever companies shouldn't follow that way. So I would really recommend, so if you do see the value of the Gen AI, you need to immediately invest in data. It's really bring the big ROI going forward.
Gotcha. If all of you have heard about this, don't wait. Now is the time to invest in Gen AI. Do fast, fail fast, and try again. That's the big message from Mr. Cho on this. Mr. Cho, thank you so much for this conversation. Really appreciate and love the journey that you've taken in the last 6 years to transform LGE, and I'm like very excited to see how LGE transforms in next 5 years under your leadership. Really, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.